One of the signs you used to know that you're already losing your partner is number one, quietness. When you just notice that everywhere is quiet. Do you know what I mean by quiet? It's not the physical quietness. I mean between you two, between lovers, between couples. You just notice that things are too quiet. You notice that you start to get short responses. Emotional distances begin. You start to see distance in your communication. You start to see that it seems like as if this person don't want to talk to me, or this person is giving me short answers. Most of the time people pretend like as if everything is normal. No, you can't tell me that you can't recognize when your spouse, when your lover is trying to be too quiet, and when she's just trying or he is just trying to be normal. No, you can't say it. Some people will say, women have a lot of hormonal changes and this and that and all those things. No, you need to be observant. As a woman, always observe your husband. And as a man, always observe your woman, your wife. You should notice, you should be able to depict that this is a strange quietness. And anytime there is a quietness, just know that there's a danger. Danger, something is happening. Most of the time, people get withdrawn from each other when there's too much of bashing, when they are not feeling heard. You always complain and you nag too much, you complain, you talk about this without giving the breathing space for the person to process what you are complaining about. Sometimes you just have some misunderstanding, then you learn to keep calm, come close to that person, understand how that person is processing those things you are even pointing out. Sometimes you might be complaining and they are not seeing it in the light of what you are complaining, because they also have what they are using to process. Everybody have their own personal software, which I call mind system, mindsets, that they use to process every information that gets into them. So you might be trying to paint a picture, but what they are using to interpret that picture will not allow what they are saying to be the same thing you are trying to say. So therefore, you will be angry that this person is not always getting what I say, and you repeat the same process of bashing, and from little complaints it turns into nagging, from nagging it turns into bashing, from bashing it will start to look like as if you don't even rate the person at all. The person will start to look below themselves, that this person does not rate me, this person is looking down on me. So this is where you need to be calm. When you notice strange quietness, you need to pay attention. Look for how to get attention. Look for how to make sure you do things that will make them again open up to you, because you got them before to open up to you in the beginning. That's why you guys got married. You can keep getting them every time at the end of each misunderstanding. Learn to always pay attention, to listen. Avoid quietness by all means. Don't say, they will come around, it will come around, she will come around. Don't do that mistake, because you don't know what we are all seeing outside. I always tell couples, I say, you don't know what your wife is saying outside, and you don't know what your man too is saying outside. You don't know the person that is already talking strangely to them, looking like as if the thing is innocent, looking like as if it's positive. Sometimes there are some things that some people say, generally, it might not be that they even want to spoil someone's marriage. It might just be that it was what worked for them. But what worked for them might not work for you. That's why I say that in marriages, in love life, there is no general principle. But there are some baseline principles we use to operate things. But there are some exceptions also. What are the exceptions? Sometimes your man, you might be somebody that your man has his own kind of person that is different from your own kind of person. Your wife might have their own kind of nature that is different from your own, from the man's kind of nature. So therefore, there are different principles we tweak. We start to tweak them until we get the best result. But most of the time, pay attention to listen to your spouse. Try your possible best to be calm. You are very angry. Yes, I know. But calm down again. Try to get close, get their attention, do little things that will just make them smile. They will know that you are trying to get their attention, yes, but they will still keep doing it until you get back into their heart and rid them of that quietness. Now, are there things that you are going through like this around this kind of a thing, and you need an assistance? That, okay, I need to talk to this person. Okay, you can send a DM to me. Just say quiet. Once I see quiet, I will understand what you want to talk about. And remember to keep sharing and following, because this information is not only for you. If you follow me, you will see me again and you keep learning from me daily.